After the Battle of New York, Tony Stark lives with a constant sense of fear. The memory of alien armies, gods, and near-death experiences keeps haunting him. Even though the world still sees him as a confident genius billionaire hero, inside he is struggling with severe anxiety, panic attacks, and sleepless nights. To cope with this fear, Tony becomes obsessed with building new Iron Man suits. He creates armor after armor, each more advanced than the last, hoping to protect himself and the people he loves. But this obsession puts a strain on his relationship with Pepper Potts, who feels Tony is drifting away, hiding behind technology instead of facing his emotional wounds. Meanwhile, a new global threat rises in the form of a mysterious terrorist called the Mandarin. Through chilling broadcasts filled with symbolism and riddles, the Mandarin claims responsibility for explosive attacks around the world. These attacks leave behind no trace of bomb fragments, confusing authorities and terrifying the public. When Tony's trusted friend Happy Hogan is critically injured in one of these explosions, Tony loses control. Fueled by anger and frustration, he publicly challenges the Mandarin, carelessly revealing his home address on live television. This reckless move has devastating consequences. Moments later, Tony's peaceful cliffside mansion is ambushed by helicopters firing missiles. The entire house collapses into the ocean. Tony only survives because the Mark 42 suit automatically attaches itself to him, protecting him as he sinks underwater. Barely alive, the damaged suit flies him all the way to Rose Hill, Tennessee, draining its power completely. Stranded, without fully functioning armor, Tony is forced to rely on his intelligence and problem-solving skills rather than technology. In Tennessee, Tony encounters a young boy named Harley Keener, who helps him repair the suit and navigate the investigation. With Harley's support, Tony uncovers a shocking truth. The so-called bombings were actually human beings exploding due to a failed biological experiment. The Extremis program, created by scientist Aldrich Killian and his company AIM, is a regenerative serum capable of healing and enhancing the human body. But when Extremis rejects its host, the result is a violent, fiery explosion. To hide these failures, Killian covers them up as terrorist attacks. Digging deeper, Tony learns that Aldrich Killian once approached him years ago with big ideas, but Tony dismissed him. Now, Killian returns as a powerful enemy, having improved Extremis and used it to create super-powered soldiers. To distract the world from his failed experiments and keep public attention away from AIM, Killian hires an out-of-work actor named Trevor Slattery to pose as the Mandarin, an intimidating figure acting as the face of all the chaos. As Tony gets closer to the truth, he is captured by Killian's Extremis soldiers. Pepper is also taken and injected with Extremis, making her a hostage and giving Killian the ability to manipulate Tony emotionally. It becomes clear that Killian intends to use Pepper as both leverage and proof that he can control an upgraded version of humanity. Using makeshift weapons and his ingenuity, Tony escapes captivity and reunites with his friend Colonel James Rhodes, who has been searching for the Mandarin as the Iron Patriot. Together, they uncover Killian's ultimate plan. He wants to kill the president, take control of the US government, and rebuild the world under his own authority. The final showdown takes place on a massive oil rig where Killian prepares for his political takeover. Tony activates the House Party Protocol, summoning all the Iron Man suits he built during his sleepless nights. The sky fills with dozens of armors, each designed for different combat scenarios. A spectacular battle erupts as Tony and Rhodey fight against Extremis soldiers amid explosions, flying debris, and collapsing structures. During the battle, Tony desperately tries to rescue Pepper, who appears to fall to her death after a platform collapses. Heartbroken and enraged, Tony confronts Killian in a direct fight. Even with the suits, Killian's Extremis enhanced strength and heat almost overwhelm him. But in a stunning twist, Pepper, who survived thanks to Extremis, returns and uses her new powers to destroy Killian once and for all. After the battle, Tony realizes that his obsession with the suits has consumed his life and distanced him from the people he loves. As a gesture of love and commitment, he orders all his suits to self-destruct in a massive fireworks-like display. He then undergoes surgery to remove the shrapnel from his chest, meaning he no longer needs the arc reactor to stay alive. Although the suits are gone, Tony understands something more important. He doesn't need the armor to be Iron Man. His strength, intelligence, Courage and heart were always the real power behind the suit. He may have destroyed the machines, but the hero remains.